All right, I'm going to demonstrate a Pelican push-up eccentric, which is basically the lowering phase of the Pelican push-up. I'm not really interested in the full push-up here. It's pretty extreme, it's a little bit risky, but coming down to the eccentric is very effective for shoulder mobility, and you're going to feel this all through the biceps. It gets into the long head of the bicep underneath the muscles of your deltoid, and it's a very interesting movement actually here, and I just recommend I do this probably once a week, maybe 8 to 12 times, and I'm basically taking the descent nice and slow, doing at least 10 seconds on the way down. Now, you don't have to make this super challenging, and it's very challenging if you haven't done this before. It's easier if you start with the rings up higher, and the lower you go with the rings, the more extreme this becomes. And basically, you're trying to keep your body in line, bring your chest forward, and the arm's going to be back all the way by the time you come down. And what you want to do is really slow this down, and the last half of lowering is the most challenging part because you really got to slow it down, and you're trying to go slow until the arms go out to their full length. So I'm going to stay on my toes, keep my body in line, and start basically with the rings right around my chest. And then I'll take it forward from here. So I'm rotating my palms out to the sides a little bit, letting my chest come forward. And then nice and slow, the elbows stay back. And I'm just going to keep coming forward like this and opening up. Now, still got that firm grip on the rings. Taking it nice and slow. It's a lot of tension in the arms. And this is the point where it gets really hard. You keep leaning forward and slow it down so you can come to a full straightening at the very end. And then I just bend my knees typically and then come back in and do another. Now I'll show you a lower setting here, and it does get more extreme. So I'm going to take this down. That's a good 7 or 8 inches right there. And so this is definitely going to be much more to start. All right, and then from here, I'm just going to start like this. So I'm going to step it back a little bit and bring everything in line again, so that I'm basically starting with the rings around my chest. I'm just going to open up all the way down, so nice and slow. And you'll see my thumbs are going out to the sides to allow my shoulders the external rotation. I'm working to keep my body in line, and this is where it really gets hard. All the way to straight. And then I'm going to pull back in, and then you can come up and do more repetitions here. And I usually do this for roughly about 10 to 15 seconds on the way down. It's very intense. You'll feel a very big pump in the biceps, and your arms are going to be sore the next day if you haven't really done this before. But anyway, it's an interesting exercise. Hope this helps.